This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you are a person. This morning I had a special new type of coffee.
Prove it. Prove it.
I had a little thing. Okay, this is like, by the way, they're not a sponsor and they should be. And if you're listening, literally hit my line up. But it's a thing called Cometeer. Have you heard of this?
Oh, I know all about Cometeer.
Okay, because I just figured them out practically.
Wow.
And for me, when I'm in my studio, I don't want to like bring all my coffee stuff over here.
You're just armful of French press and
French press
crowns
and
tripping
grinders.
over yourself.
Exactly. So I don't want to do that. But so I have little frozen pods. In fact, actually, I was so excited about me having it when you walked in the studio. I said, "Do you want a coffee?"
And I was like, no.
You said no.
Hard
So you'd
no.
already had enough today.
Yes. Well, I was a big Cometeer fan to the point where my partner and I would be like, shit, did you take out pods for the morning? Like it was a thing. We have to melt the pods. I figured out how to, in case you don't take them out in time, how to get them liquid.
Wait, I'm so interested because I feel like you melted the pods. We have to tell people what the Cometeer is.
Okay.
Cometeer is, basically it's like we brew concentrated coffee at some sort of facility and we're freezing it so fast that literally nothing bad's going to happen.
That's the copy on the website. Yeah.
Guys, don't worry. It's freezing so quick. So they freeze it really fast and then you take your little pod, you put it in the freezer and it's like capturing the flavors like when Superman's frozen in the ice. And they take it and then you take it and you put it in your cup and you pour hot water and it makes you a steaming hot cup of coffee.
Okay, I see where we're getting our wires crossed.
So see, you said I take the puck out and I pre-melt it overnight.
Because you can do iced coffee as well.
Oh, so you would have to.
So we'd have to melt it and then you put cold water in the ice and then, yeah.
I see.
But it's much easier to use with hot coffee.
Yeah, you're like doing another facility. Yeah, the facility is your house.
I am Samantha Cometeer.
No.
I use Reece. And you meant to do that.
I did need to do it. But then as soon as I pressed the button, a flash was a comment on the most recent episode of no more fart noise on the show. I know that there's a fringe group on the fringes of the perfectionist listeners who is not a fan of the fart noise. I just want to say I hear you. I know it's trying to restrain a little bit.
No, that is actually, that's a huge compliment for me. That means a lot.
The fart noise?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But anyway, I had the Cometeer.
Great.
And it's really nice of me. And people may be wondering, oh, who else is in the studio with Miles? Well, I'm joined by Sam Reece.
Hi.
Hi. Creator of Shitty Craft Club.
Yes.
On TikTok. And your book, which is also called Shitty Craft Club.
Yeah.
That's right. And you're sort of a crafting connoisseur / silly comedian, fun person on the internet.
Yeah.
And you're also a comedy writer, etc.
Etc.
Is there anything else that you want people to be like, wow, that's actually what Sam Reece does?
Oh, I host events too.
That's
Shitty
awesome.
Craft Club events. So,
Shitty Craft Club where people can craft with you?
Yeah. You can come and make shitty crafts, and usually there's a photographer, so we can be models as well.
By the way,
it's really fun.
We can be models.
We can just be models. Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You gotta come.
And what would you say is like, so people can get an idea of what your crafting is even like? What is like the craft that you feel like you did? Because you've been doing this for a while on TikTok.
Yes.
What is the one that you
2020.
feel like kind of blew up initially and you were like, by the way, this is what I do now?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember anything past yesterday.
Or what's one you're proud of in general?
I'm proud of. Yeah. So the first one I remember taking off, it was a clock that I had that I covered in googly eyes. And I did like a cool TikTok transition where I was like, snap, and then it's covered in stuff.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
And that one got the first like bunch of views.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Got it. Google clock.
Yeah, googly clock. And then, but the one I'm most proud of is my bedazzled hot dog.
I saw that one.
Pretty major.
And that's very major. And these are all on your wall in your home?
A lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot.
Oh, I have a studio in my house.
Oh, cool.
And it's mostly contained in there. Every so often my partner will be like, there's some beads in the kitchen where you wanting those.
Did that trickle out into the kitchen space?
Yeah. Because, they'll be on, I'll be sitting for a while and then they're like on my pants or whatever. My soft pants, no jeans. And, or just like in stuff, like my suitcase is filled with them.
Beads.
And if I open the suitcase, there's beads in the kitchen now. So
it's like going to the beach on a beach trip and you have sand in all your stuff.
Exactly like that.
Your things just have beads and sort of buttons and Google eyes falling out.
Yes. In a big way.
Yes. That's not a joke. That is my life. That is my struggle.
Absolutely my life. And, I am excited to one day have a studio that is not in the home. So there isn't as much.
Yes.
Stepping on a pearl in the middle of the night is sort of like a Lego.
You're going for a water and you step on a pearl.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Or a craft
But it's also
bead.
beautiful.
In a way, it is life and it is beauty.
Yeah.
And it's sort of about like who you are is spilling out into your space.
Exactly. I can't hold it back.
I
got to be me.
You couldn't possibly. Now, we're obviously here to take calls to solve people's problems.
Great.
To freaking, whoa, somebody has an issue and we're like, literally, here's what's up.
Literally, I know how to fix it.
Literally, I know exactly. But what qualifies you as a perfect person? What is your freaking ethos that qualifies you to answer these people's calls today on the show?
I'd say there's two parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
Part one is I've been in therapy for a long time.
Huge answer.
And part two is that I just wrote a book about perfectionism.
Is the book about perfectionism? That's a huge clause of it?
The book is accidentally a self-help book.
You are in the right place then. How so?
It started as like a funny how-to book with like personal essays, comedy essays. Yeah. And then the thread through it is really about being creative as a way to break perfectionism and be silly and have fun and truly just like feel joy in a creative way.
Yeah, I love that.
So, oops.
Oops,
you're welcome.
Oops, you're welcome that I just helped you.
Yeah.
I have had a couple of different people who've written books on the show, and it always sparks the little thought in me where I'm like,
you want to write a book?
Actually, I kind of am interested in writing a book.
I actually think it would be a great book because it's a perfect person.
Exactly.
Perfect person.
How to be a perfect person.
Exactly.
And it's sort of like, it's similar to what you said. It's like, it starts as like a little advice book, but then it's like sort of personal essays, etc.
I love that.
I know. I really do want to do it. And I quit my main job at the beginning of September. So I'm sort of like now at a place, thank you so much. But I'm now at a place where I'm like, okay, what do I want to do for the next rest of my life? Because I have like this sort of newfound, like, this is like, I have this little business. Do I want to write a book? Do I want to?
Hey, and I think you're putting out exactly the energy you want, and those fun opportunities will meet you here, and it'll be great.
The goal is that they meet me. But how do you feel the book is out?
I have it with me. Do you want to see it?
Oh my God.
I brought you a copy.
You did not, really?
Of course I did.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I would love to see it.
Actually, I listened to the episode with Sarah and you were like, I'm a Virgo who likes trinkets. And I was like, panicked. And I was like, me too. And I put a bunch of stuff in my bag. So,
oh my God.
Hold on.
That is so nice of you.
Some Foley.
Here's some Foley, some bag Foley. Oh my God. This is going to literally sell off the shelf.
Isn't it beautiful?
This is really beautiful. I really love this. Also, I saw that you made a TikTok that said that this is sold in Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
And this is going to fucking go gangbusters in Urban Outfitters.
I hope so. I gotta go where the Gen Z and the Gen Alphas are buying tube tops and be like, have you tried crafts?
Have you tried crafting? This is so cool, Sam.
And I brought you a little gift.
You brought me a gift?
A little hot dog.
That is so fucking cute. Thank you so much. It's a little hot dog made out of, what do you call these? Puffs?
Pom-poms puffs.
Pom-poms puffs?
Whatever you want, yeah.
Wow, this is really like, it's really bringing me back to being a child. My mother, it was an art teacher.
Oh my God.
And so she did like elementary school art and dance for a very long time.
Icon.
And a complete icon. And this is really bringing me back to an age when I was really just hot gluing pom-poms together.
You should try it again as an adult. It's truly so fun.
I do like people who listen to the show know this, but for a while I was into building mechanical keyboards.
Ooh.
And I find that it's a similar part of your brain where it's just like doing something tactile. I'm not watching a show. I'm like sort of thinking about it. Maybe I could be listening to music or a podcast, but it's really nice to just kind of like do little things with your hands. And I don't know.
You make something at the end.
This is so cute.
So cute. I love it.
Thank you for bringing me the book. This is very nice of you, by the way. And let me just tell you, it is an absolutely premium book. And if you want to check it out, go to what?
Books.com.
Go to books.com.
No, don't go to books.com. Bookshop.org, my favorite place to buy stuff. I don't know how widespread it is in stores, but I think they are starting to be there. Gotcha. I know it's at Vroman's if you're in LA. Skylight. Skylight.
I'm always up in Skylight being like, oh my God, what if my book was in here?
It's gonna. And you're going to do a little signing and you're going to be like, we were talking about this a year ago.
Did you do a signing at Skylight?
I didn't at Skylight, but I did a couple signings. I did one at North Fig Bookshop.
Oh, yeah.
Highland Park. So cute. Great bookstore. I did one at Powell's in Portland, which is like an iconic place. I did one at LA Bay. It's really fun.
That's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, check out Sam Reese's book, Shitty Craft Club, wherever you get it, books.com. But until then, we've got to get to the freaking calls.
Let's get to the freaking calls. People are waiting.
People are waiting.
They need us.
And before we get to the calls, if you like the show, remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. If you're on YouTube, freaking click that notification bell so the episode's like literally, hey.
If you subscribe, he's going to have a book soon.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
If I subscribe, I'll have a book soon.
And then you'll have a thing to have on your coffee table.
By the way, that'd be really nice. People can put their coffees on it.
Cometeer will pay for the book.
Cometeer is going to write the book for me, basically. And if you love the show, you can join us on Patreon, where we have extended ad-free versions of the show, including this one, where we freaking wax about where we're from and what's important to us about musical theater.
We freaking waxed, man.
We really waxed. As well as bonus episodes on Friday, where I do deep dives on stuff and I call back people from the show to get their updates. But people are here right now for the live calls, and we're about to get to them. Are you excited? Are you ready?
Excited. I'm ready. Let's do it.
We've got a couple bangers here.
Hey, Miles. So my boyfriend and I have been dating for 2 years, and I recently got in a car accident, and that resulted in a whole confrontation from my friend group that loved him, and now they all hate him. And now we're on a break, and I would like some advice to see how I can, favor, because we haven't had problems until this. Appreciate it all back. Thank you.
The lights went out. We're getting a beautiful dance, though.
I always have to do a dance. And honestly, people have told me not to fix it. I was going to install a different light switch, but they said, don't fix it.
We like the dance.
We like the dance. Well, so now this is actually a common problem where people call in asking to break up with their boyfriends. Often the answer is yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to need to go ahead and do that.
And that happened to me, so I understand.
You needed to break up with your boyfriend?
Yeah, I did. This was a while ago.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But it was sort of the thing where I was like kind of throwing it, like I'm thinking about it, like waiting for someone to be like, do it.
Yeah.
Because I knew the answer, but I wanted to hear it from a friend.
Well, that's exactly it. People will be like, my boyfriend actually did this crazy thing where he is mean to me and whatever. And it's like, yeah, obviously don't be around that person.
Yeah, do you hear it?
What a fucking neighbor. You hear yourself saying that. But we're going to need to get some details on the car accident of it all, because that is concerning at the very least.
Right.
Peanut butter and jelly, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and taking a bubble bath and watching TV on the iPad. These are iconic duos. And guess what? What's the perfect duo when it comes to growing your business? That's you and Shopify. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage, Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling beef or fire outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. What I'm loving about Shopify is when you start in your little small busy like I am, and I'm freaking making podcasts and I'm selling stuff, I could scale with Shopify ever so sweetly, so when I'm freaking operating out of a giant tower in the middle of New York City, and I'm selling to actually hundreds of billions of people, Shopify's like, actually, I've got you covered, king. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/perfectperson, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/perfectperson now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/perfectperson. NBA fans, the wait is over. Because basketball is back and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is celebrating with an unbeatable offer. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets for throwing down $5 on the NBA. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You'll start the season with an instant dub. And with DraftKings parlays, everyone's got a shot at even bigger basketball wings, because you can string together multiple bets from the same game or build your parlay across multiple games for a shot at making your payday even sweeter. If you like watching the big game and placing a little bit of that cash on the game, then I highly recommend you check out DraftKings. Basketball's more fun when you're in on the action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code PerfectPerson. New customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code PerfectPerson. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort KS. Licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, LA. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Hello?
Hello, you called Perfect Person, and I'm here to call you back. I'm obviously here with Sam Reece of Shitty Craft Club.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys caught me at a weird time.
Oh,
What are you
interesting.
doing?
What are you
I
up
just got
to?
off my break.
You're on your break?
I got my break at work.
Oh.
I just got off my break, but now I'm back on my break, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, tell them we said it's okay.
Yeah, literally, if your supervisor is mad at you, put me on with them.
No, they're gone.
Oh,
So
what
it's
is
okay.
it?
Better.
What
even
kind of
better.
job? What kind of job is it that you just had a break and you're back on?
I'm a receptionist at a cybersecurity company, so like everyone worked at home.
Got it.
Oh,
All
got
right.
it. What type of company was that?
Cybersecurity.
Cyber security.
Well, the hackers will have to wait.
The freaking firewall is about to be broken.
That's how it works. They call you and they say, "Can I hack?"
Can I hack? Am I allowed to hack now? Well, why don't you tell us
I
your
wish.
conundrum so we can get to the bottom of it?
Over the weekend, I got in a car accident, and a lot of my friends were a little shook up, and I was like, it's okay, guys, I'm alive, I'm fine. But my boyfriend got home really late, and I texted him, I was like, yo, I got in a car accident, called him, but he was like really sleepy. And well, okay, he fell asleep, whatever, it was like middle of the night. The next day, he was like, hey, let me come over, make sure you're doing okay. I was like, okay, cool. And he was like, I'll be at this time. Okay, cool. And then he ghosts me for the rest of the day. And he doesn't talk to me or anything. And I'm like, oh, he's probably busy doing something. 10 p.m. rolls around. He's like, hey, sorry, I had to babysit. I'm like, dog.
Babysit a dog? Is
He had
that
to
what you said?
babysit his dog?
No. Like babysit. And then comma, like dog. Like what's up?
Oh.
He had to babysit and then he called you dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you've been with this person for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you haven't noticed anything like odd or distant before this moment. Also, are you okay?
Yeah. Are you all right?
Oh yeah. No, I'm fine. Like that's why I'm at work.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool.
Like I'm perfectly fine. Yeah. One of my friends does have a concussion though, so it was pretty serious.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's so scary. This happened to me last August. And
really.
even if it's a small accident, it just shakes you up. It's scary.
Yeah, completely. No, it's a terrifying prospect.
I'm sorry about that.
So got it.
No, you're good.
So how did you, after your boyfriend sort of ghosts you, you have this sort of incident that you need support from. You don't hear from him because he's baby. Whose baby? His baby?
No, I think it's his cousin's kid,
Okay.
who is special needs. So it's also like, you
Okay.
know, but my friends don't know that.
And now that,
So I'm not gonna like put his life out there and stuff like that.
but now they're all mad at him.
Yeah, because they're like, well, he should be here and all of that. And, like we're all friends and we hung out that night. So I guess after everyone turned on him, he was like, oh, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with this or whatever. And he just left the friends group chat, which makes the whole thing more complicated because now I have a bunch of people like on my ass, like, he should be doing more. He should be doing this. But it's like circumstances. I don't know what happened. I told him, hey, let's let emotions like die down and then we'll have like a civil conversation about it. But like my question is like how do I tell my friends, like, calm down? Like, I understand, they're my friends and they want to be there for me, but
Yeah, that's interesting. There's a
Yeah.
lot of moving parts here. I have a couple more questions. How do you feel that he did that?
Well, here's the thing. Like, there was a few months ago, like for context, right? I had car problems and it was like late at night.
Yeah.
And like he came out and helped me out with that. But my friends don't know that happened because I'm not going to be telling everyone about my life. So it's like the first time he's done something like this.
I feel like you said that you're not going to be telling everybody about your life about 2 details that make your boyfriend look really, really good. Like, I think, you know what I mean? You're like, I'm not going to tell them that he's helping out like his cousin's, child or whatever. I'm not going to tell them about that. And I'm not going to tell them that he helped me out in my time of need in the middle of the night.
Right.
Well, it's kind of more like that's his personal life. And, if he doesn't want like my friends to know, then I'm not going to put his business out there. Like they don't need to know everything that's going on in his life. But at the same time, I feel like if I went behind his back and told him, it would resolve my issues. But I don't want to do that because that's kind of disrespectful if you think about it.
Is it important to you that your partner and your friends are close?
No, I just want everyone to be comfortable with each other and like happy, I guess. But I don't know. At this point, it's just there's like so much going on that I don't need to whole drama that didn't really need to escalate.
Well, here's what I'll say about friendships in the context of relationships. In my experience, my friends, obviously they care about you. They want you to be happy, but friendships are also a relationship that you have to work on. Right. So if your friends are coming at you too much, there's too many of them, right. I think it's perfectly normal to say like, I really appreciate your support. Like I see this as support, but the way that I need to handle this is how I need to handle this. And that's how you can best show me love and support in this.
Yeah, totally. I think that's a really good point.
Sorry, I got a text.
You get a work text?
Yeah, I got a work text. I was like, oh, I need that.
I think that's a really good point. I also think that like it sounds like a bad idea for you to be like, let's just table this and then we'll have a big group convo about how everyone doesn't like you later. Like, I don't think you never need to do that with your boyfriend present.
Oh, no. It's going to be like a private conversation between me and him to like debrief on everything.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be with the whole group.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because he does better like talking one-on-one about his emotions than blasting him in the group,
Yeah, totally. No, that totally makes sense. I think it's like, because you want to heed your friends' concerns about a partner. You've been dating for 2 years. Like that is a while, but like, you know what I mean? Like I think typically like it's a good precedent to set that if a lot of your friends have a concern that you at least know how you feel about it with your partner. But it kind of sounds like you have details that they don't have that, make it more okay that this happened. Like it sounds like he was absent and he wasn't communicative in a time you needed, but have you expressed that to him? Like, have you been like, hey, I kind of needed you.
Just a text would have been fine.
Yeah, just a text would have been fine. Like, you didn't let me know. Do you feel like you're getting everything out of the relationship that you need? Or are you kind of like, oh, I needed something and he's not really giving that to me?
Well, that's the tricky portion of it because, I'm pretty happy in everything where we are. It's just, I live in an area that is very urban and where he lives is very country, yeehaw. And there's not enough Wi-Fi and things like that. So it's like maybe he did send a text and it didn't go through. Like it happens a lot. And maybe just in the heat of the moment, out of frustration, everyone got mad. So it's really hard to like, how to explain it? Like my friends are always like, you should stop defending him. But it's like, there's a reason things happen. But obviously you're just going to end up going in a circle about a discussion like that.
Right. And I think it's totally normal. Like 2 years, I feel like that's a common place where partners start to like, oh, the sort of honeymoon phase is over. We're in this now. Right. And there are going to be communication styles that change and you have to discuss these things. And if, one incident like that to your friends looks bad and you're like, yeah, it was bad. Maybe I was disappointed and confused, but we are talking about it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to express, like, let me assure you that I'm going to express my needs to him. And if he can't follow through in the future with that, it's a different conversation.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that you want to make sure that what you need is met, but like what your friends need you to have is actually not that relevant.
They should just want you to be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Right. If you're happy with the situation, then that's great. That being said, though, it sounds like maybe you have a little bit of a like, oh, I wish he had been there and been communicative of like that he wasn't going to be,
which is valid,
which is totally valid. Yeah.
And his side of it, if that's true, he couldn't get through to you. That's also valid. It just is a very inopportune moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cause most of my friends I've known since I was like a toddler And then, you know, this guy just comes around and everyone's like, oh, new guy. And like, they love him. And now I guess they all hate him or something. So because of the emotions and stuff, like we're now like on a break so we can just figure it out, because it got a little too tense for everybody. And I was like, you know, I think it'd be better if we just like spend some time apart, figure out, you know, our emotions and let all that calm down before we talk again, and, you know, see if it's something we need to work on, or if like, you know, maybe we need to have a different conversation.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Do you feel like, because I'm trying to like think about it in my own personal life, and I'm like, okay, is it you, Sam, do you think that it's like your job to defend your partner against people that don't know them that well? Or is it sort of like, yeah, you want to give a nice first impression of this person, but then it's your friend's duty to make up their own assumptions? You know what I mean? Like trying to craft the narrative too much is interesting, because I'm sort of like, well, this person, it only matters, we haven't given you a name yet, but it's going to be Pom Pom.
Okay. Great.
So Pom Pom, like, it seems like you're doing a lot of defending of your partner to these people, but I don't know. Like, it's
I've been there before. I will say this. Yeah. And do you mind me asking how old you are?
Oh, I'm 21.
21. Yeah.
Sure.
And this, I feel, is totally normal. I have been in a relationship where it's very lonely to like be defending your partner, and your friends are sort of at odds with that. It sucks. And I'm sorry that you're going through that.
Yeah.
But I think in the long run, if these are like your lifelong friends and they want the best for you, then, and you're taking a break, and that is hard.
Yeah, totally.
That is hard. But I think as you grow up and you go through more relationships, the ideal is that you and your partner can handle it and grow through it together. And you don't need to take these breaks, and you can, you're partners, you're on the same team. You know, it's not like me and my friends against us. It's like, no, we're together. We're a team. You know?
Right. Exactly. Also, if your friends are telling you that this person is bad and you're defending your boyfriend, it's also okay for you to be mad at your boyfriend. Like, you don't have to defend your boyfriend to him. If you have stuff you need to address.
Yeah, like, yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, this sucks. Like, you're allowed to say that, and it's going to be productive. You know, like, if he has a reaction you don't like, you're going to be able to hash that out. But like, you don't have to give him the softness that you're like giving to your friends to try to defend him, if that makes sense.
You can love him and it can still suck.
The whole thing is it's a little like surprising, because, you know, they all became good friends. Like, my friends would hang out with him without me, kind of situation. And, you know, for them to just turn like so suddenly, I guess is where most of the emotions right now are. And, you know, this is the first break we've had. So it's also like, I don't want to say needed, but I feel like it might, like, if the right conversation is had, like, we could be more bonded, because, you know, you kind of, like you say, like, unlock the level, if you want to call it that.
Right. Of intimacy.
Sure. But the whole thing is just surprising to me, honestly. So I'm just trying to process it. It's kind of hard when everyone's like against, you know, the person you're trying to give the benefit of the doubt.
Do you feel like your friends, there's something they're not telling you?
No, I just think that I had a friend who said that. She was like, you know, they're all looking at the definition of a perfect boyfriend. And because he didn't fit that mold, that one moment, that 1 second, you know, they're all mad.
Right.
I'm like, I guess that makes sense. But like, I've never been in a situation like that where, you know, they just suddenly turn. Like, they're not those kind of people either. So
yeah, that sounds so stressful. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. That really sucks. But I think that probably like, yeah, we're going to prescribe you that you have a talk with your boyfriend, and like, I think address some of the stuff that's going on. And I think also, like, I don't know, it's so hard to feel like you're defending your boyfriend against all these people that are like giving it to you from different angles. You're also allowed to tell your friends, like, look, this is my life. I'm an adult. Like,
yeah, let me handle it.
Let me handle
Thank
this.
you for your support.
Yeah, thank you for your
Love
support.
Guys.
That's all you need to do. I don't need to hear your opinions anymore. Like, I think that's also okay too.
Yeah. All you can do is speak your truth, and you can't control how people react. You got to do you.
Exactly. Pom Pom, thank you so much for calling in. How are you feeling before we go?
Pretty good. Honestly, I kind of want a little vegan treat.
Oh,
you deserve it.
You gotta get a little vegan treat, by the way.
That sounds great.
That sounds like a really nice little relax.
I was in the process of looking one up. I was like, let me see what's around. So I'm going to do that because I have to treat myself today.
You absolutely do. Take care of yourself, Pom Pom. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, guys.
All right, bye. Bada bing, bada boom. Such a tough sitch.
Bing, bada break up.
By the way, it sounds like they do need to break up, but she was not really ready to hear that.
No, and she's also very young, and that seems exactly what happens in relationships then.
It's so hard because often when people call in and they're like, I'm 21, we're having this big issue. And I just want to be like, there's just so much other people that you can date and other life to live. And if you're considering doing this, then maybe just break up.
Yeah, your instinct is right.
Yeah.
Your gut, listen to your gut. And yeah, you'll look back on this relationship and be like, yeesh.
Yeah, it's so tough. Have you ever had to defend a partner that you knew was wrong to your friends who were like, this sucks? I've definitely been in that situation too. Yeah.
I was in a relationship for a while. Listen, he's not a bad person. They were just like, we hate him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's tough. Fine.
That's so tough.
He's fine. Yeah. And it was one of those things where as soon as I started to recognize that I also didn't like him, they were like, you're here. You made it.
Right. Also, like, once that cork has been pulled on, like, we think that actually we don't like this person, then they're just going to have to, it's like, well, we might as well just tell you everything we don't like about this person.
Yeah. And then it really unlocks the floodgates. But then it turned out actually what happened was I'm gay, and that was probably a big part of the problem.
Totally. Right. Yeah. You're like, you had a self-discovery that was very needed.
Oh, oops. Wrong one.
Oops, wrong group. Oops, wrong one.
Oopsies. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's so tough where you're just like, no, like I've definitely been in a situation where I was like, no, she's really like nice actually. Like
it's just because she isn't nice to you guys doesn't mean
no.
she isn't nice.
I was speaking of, okay, you are from the UCB improv world as well. So I was at a UCB show with this aforementioned partner who was just blacked out. And she started arguing with the people on stage. She gave a suggestion and then started arguing with them. And they eviscerated her in front of the crowd. And I was sitting next to her just being like, I don't. And
how long did you date after that?
It was, I think that we went on
2 years.
No. At least for like several months.
Okay.
Because I was just sort of like, it was just all around not ideal. I think for both of us, probably.
That's so rough.
Yeah, that was a really humiliating experience.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got to take another call here.
Let's go.
Because we're obviously on a freaking roll.
Keep on rolling.
And keep on rolling.
Oh yeah, you're cast. You booked.
No way. That rules. Oh, this is interesting.
Miles, oh my God, do I need your help? So I was seeing this guy, and he's playing drums for I go to music school. I have my first little gig kind of thing coming up, and he's playing drums for my band, and things just ended poorly between us. And I wrote a really banging song about it, and I really want to work on it and figure it out, but I need your help figuring out if I should, because he's literally playing in the room and it's clearly about him and kind of mean. And I need your perfect advice, please, Miles.
Oh, he's still the drummer.
He's still the drummer. And she's like, can I sing this bop?
Absolutely, she fucking can. I'm just going to say that.
I think that she absolutely should, but I'm going to need to hear the song. Also, this is very Daisy Jones and the Six, which I have not watched.
I have known nothing about it.
That's right. I don't know a single thing about it.
I don't know a single thing.
That's right. But my wife has been on Stevie Nicks TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Where she's like,
that's,
there you go.
I understand.
It's like about that situation.
Some of the most beautiful art has been made out of breakups.
That's right.
When they're both present.
Exactly.
Beyonce's album Lemonade.
Huge shout out.
Huge shout out.
Let's give this person a call back so we can hear the song. When it's early in the AM and you're a tired parent that needs something cool for your kid to play with, then I'm telling you that KiwiCo is gonna save your life. Because KiwiCo delivers seriously fun, hands-on projects that inspire a lifelong love of learning. They spark creative confidence for ongoing tinkering and experimentation. Sure, you can buy a robot, but isn't it more fun to build your own? We've gotten a bunch of crates from KiwiCo, and they make fantastic stuff. Our son is 10 months old, and
and they make all sorts of like little developmental milestone toys. So as his brain is developing, he's using those new developments to play with like a cool new toy. Sometimes it's like a mirror that he pulls a little thing, or it's a little puzzle slot, so he's dropping a ball in a little hole. We have so many of them, they're all awesome, and honestly, they're also toys for daddy. Because early in the morning, I also need a toy to play with. With 9 different subscription options for different ages and subjects, there's something for every kid. And when you give KiwiCo, it's so much more than a box of toys. It's the gift of discovery through hands-on experiences, giving kids the tools to learn about topics that they love, from dinosaurs to rocket ships. KiwiCo crates are fun and stress-free, so you can enjoy quality time with your kids tackling projects together. No crate leaves without approval from their toughest critics, kids. That's right, they're reviewed by kids. Give your child the tools to learn new skills, build new experiences, and make new connections to the broader world. Discover hands-on fun with KiwiCo. Get your first month free on any crate line at kiwico.com/perfectperson. That's your first month free at kiwico.com/perfectperson. I use these all the time, and if you got a little one, I highly recommend you check out KiwiCo. If you want to hear where'd you get that this holiday season, then Uncommon Goods is your secret weapon. Uncommon Goods is here to make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for the most remarkable and truly unique gifts for everyone on your list. Whether it's Secret Santa or a gift for Auntie Sally, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. And I'll tell you exactly what they want. I found the Winter Whimsy slipper socks, and they are a cozy little bundle. They are soft, they are plushy, and Uncommon Goods sent them to me because they knew that I'd think that they were going to be cozy. And I would highly encourage you to get on there and tinker around because they got cozy little socks. They've got sweet little candles, as well as the portable fidget spinner tool that is a fidget spinner with different screwdriver bits, which honestly is something that I absolutely needed. But I didn't know it yet until I checked out Uncommon Goods. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. These fine products are often made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. They have the most meaningful, out-of-the-ordinary gifts anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They donated more than $2.5 million to date. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/perfectperson. That's uncommongoods.com/perfectperson for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
I think the coolest thing is to be in a band, by the way.
Really have always wanted to be a part of one.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for calling Perfect Person. I'm obviously here.
Oh my fucking God.
It's a pleasure to hear you on the phone here. I'm with Sam Reece of Shitty Craft Club.
Hi.
Hi.
Now, we hear that you have a little... We hear you have a little song for us, and I would love to hear a little bit of additional context, and then we're going to need to hear that song.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Whoa, there's a lot of context I feel like to get into here. There's this guy, kind of been seeing him on and off since we're in college, since like last semester.
Okay.
He decided to drop, he did some slimy things too. He's kind of a slimy guy. That's like how I describe him if I had a word. I'm going to be honest.
Classic drummer.
Slimy guy, yeah.
Yeah, he did some things, whatever. He decided he was dropping out at the end of last semester, moving home across the country. So things like naturally came to an end. It was whatever. He texted me this summer and he's like, oh, actually, like, I can't find anyone to sub at my apartment. So, like, I got to move back. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But then I kind of got swept into it again. So that was going on for a few weeks at the beginning of this semester. But
wait, hang on. Just one clarifying question. You said he couldn't find anyone to sublet his apartment, so obviously you guys kicked it back into gear again.
Right, you got swept in by the slime.
Yeah, right.
It changes in person.
Totally.
I understand. Yeah, it's okay. We've all been there.
But then at the end of last semester, I told him, I was like, it's a little, I don't know, it's a lot of info, but I was like, yeah, like, I haven't had sex before, so, like, it's just, like, if that's what you're interested in, like, you're not going to find it here, like, I don't really care, like, if that's what you're looking for, but, like, that's just, like, not what we're going to have. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, like, can I do something too? Like, so am I. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, cool. That's awesome. Whatever. And then one night, as we were literally, and I told my, like, girlfriends, whatever. And they were like, well, I don't think that's true because he's told us other stuff. And I was like, oh. So
Slimy.
I asked him again and he said, right? And he was like, yeah, like, no, I swear. So I decided to trust him because he told me that. And I figured like, oh, maybe he's like lying, like whatever to everyone else. 'Cause I don't know.
And then cool or something.
Yeah, he's trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a stupid like 19-year-old boy. Like it's like I feel like I could follow his logic a little bit. And so as we're like laying there though, and I'm literally sitting there and like about to potentially. And I told him, because I was like, my one concern is, this is when we found out he was dropping out. I was like, you're leaving, and like I don't know, like I don't want to get too attached, but like doing this since it's like both of our friends. And he was like, well, actually, I have had sex before. Like he's so fucking dramatic. And I literally yelled at him like he was a 2-year-old child because he's so fucking stupid.
Wait, so he said that he had never had sex before, and then that was just bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full of shit. Well, first I asked him if he wanted to, and he goes, not tonight. And I was all confused. I was like, okay. And then I brought up, I was like, again, like I want to, but just like I'm nervous with this like attachment potentially.
Valid.
And he was like, well, actually, like again, he's so dramatic in how he talked. I love to mock him. Like, that's how he talks. I'm not even kidding. He's like, well, actually, and then he starts going like, oh, I fucked up. Like I fucked up. Like he's
my God.
So that happens. I'm mad. Like I start crying. Like, and I'm yelling at him. Like I'm just like yelling at him. I'm like, do you like realize how like stupid this makes me feel? Mostly like I'm also like defending your name like to my friends who have told me other things. Like
right.
Anyway.
Okay, I just want to say really quick.
Yeah.
That I, as a reformed chill girl, you don't have to be that.
No.
You do not have to be that, because ultimately it's just people pleasing. You want people you want someone to like you and show you, express that, and that is okay.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. You don't have to be cool.
Yeah.
I also, I mean, not to be like, whatever, but there was a lot of my life where I was like, I really like this girl, and I'm kind of being like, whatever, like we'll just
I don't even care.
I don't even care. Like I'll do whatever. Like you can text me the latest at night ever. And that'd be awesome. But I do. So, okay, got it. So this person did all these slimy things.
So you wrote a song about him.
Yes, we wrote a song about him.
So we get to school. Things start back up a little bit in the past few weeks. He dramatically, this like happened this past weekend. He dramatically calls me up, and after he ends what's going on. He's like, "This is a mistake coming to see you. Like, this is so unhealthy." And like, he's really dramatic, but he's the one he's the one in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like he was like really dramatic. And he was coming over like being so mature and like, this is a mistake. Like this is like whatever. So out of a moment, I wrote a song about it, and quote my roommate who's right next to me, it's the best one I've written. He did say that. And so the thing is, he's drumming for me in this, like I'm getting my first gig. It's like small, just for friends.
Congrats.
That's great.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because originals, they're scary and
vulnerable. Yeah.
Very vulnerable. But this one I wrote this weekend so clearly about him, and I want to do it so badly. We have our last rehearsal this Saturday, but I don't want to create more drama because it's so obviously about him, and like it's so on the nose about this situation that just happened. And even though he hurt me very badly, I don't it's mean. It's insulting him really badly, and like I don't know if I want that drama.
Okay, so two things. One, I think that no matter what we say, you're going to probably continue having a sort of dramatic relationship with this person.
Yes.
Because it sounds like
that's
you're in
his vibe.
It sounds like
he's toxic slime.
Yeah, he's toxic slime, and you're in college, and it sounds like whatever. But so I would say probably I don't know, if it's hurting your feelings to hang out with this person. Hang on. Okay. If it's hurting your feelings to hang out with this person, absolutely don't hang out with them. But if you're sort of like, whatever, like, yeah, I don't know, it just is kind of a fucking mess. Don't supersede other relationships for this weird drummer dude. But whatever. It's college.
Here's what I predict he'll say.
Yeah.
I think he's going to find out that you wrote songs about him, and he's going to be like, yeah, I'm just kind of like that in the 6th grade. I was amused. You know,
Yeah,
people just can't help themselves.
It's crazy.
It's going to make you so angry that you write more amazing songs.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Use this to fuel your musician era.
What he told our mutual friend, he was like, I'm just too fucked up for her. Like, I'm going to ruin her. Like, what the fuck is he talking
Like,
about?
you're not going to ruin me at all.
Oh,
Go
God,
away.
This person sucks so much, by the way. I'm just too fucked up for her. Like, that's like what it is. But okay, first of all, we're going to have to hear just at least a couple lyrics from the song that are really mean.
Oh my God. Okay, wait, let me get my little journal. Let me get my little song.
Yes.
Get that journal.
So yeah, basically the relationship's done between us. It's just, I don't know if I want to bring this song into rehearsal.
Don't rehearse it. Do it live.
And there's no other drummers you can have on standby, right?
Yeah.
I really don't know that many. But like this is like a last minute gig. After this gig, actually after I'm like go up to him and be like, you can leave me alone now. I thank you for doing this. Because after like he ended things, I was like, okay, well, you're still drumming my set, right? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, you fucking better. But okay,
Listen,
the song
kind of epic if you do it and then he leaves in the middle and then you just keep performing it. It's kind of amazing.
It's like a good clip.
The Buckingham moment. That's what it makes me feel like.
Yeah.
If you know what that is. But okay, I'll just read you the first verse. It's like it's so funny without the melody. Thought this time was different, though it was our third first kiss. Thought you had good intent, you just couldn't do this. It keeps going. This is very clearly like he'd fucking like hear that and be like, oh, this is about me, fuck. And then the chorus is, I know love exists because I'm full of it. You just got full too quickly. Took what you needed, then you were done. But I had more. I still have more. That's a chorus.
That's great. That's not too mean at all, by the way. That's like poetry. And
but then we get to bridge a little bit. It's you weren't special. You were just there. It wasn't love. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. You weren't fair. Sat there draining me, dripping me dry till I blew hard and cold in the wind. It wasn't love. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. You weren't fair. And then it keeps going. Oh, I'm special and he's not.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, that's great. Honestly, fucking cut, print, put it on a record.
Here's what you can do. If you're really nervous about showing him and you're like, it's going to be a fight. I just want to focus on my show and my work. I think, is there a world where you can make this like do it a cappella or with piano, something where you can have a friend record piano and you do it live that way?
Yeah, we were talking about maybe I should just record this one instead of doing it the set. Because again, there's another song in the set that is already about him. So we don't want too much of him going on. And also like, this is like bad, but like, I feel like he's just already unstable. Like, I feel like he'd hear this stuff and like, even though he hurt me, like, I don't want to, I feel like he's such a like shitty, unstable person that like these would like mess with him more than like the average person.
That's interesting.
Sure.
I mean,
I think he'd be.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh.
I think you should express yourself how you need to. And what he does is not your responsibility.
I think I agree too. Like, it's like you're also a musician that is doing like songs about your own life. Like, you have total like rights to write about a situation that happened like this.
If you're going to be shitty, I'm going to write an amazing song about how you're shitty. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry. That's me. I'm talented, actually.
Okay, wait. Who else is in the band? Like, what other instruments you got going on?
Bass, guitar, flute, tambourine.
Okay.
What an eclectic. Yeah, by the way, that rocks.
I think you should make this an acoustic song just for the set.
Yeah, probably.
Right. Okay. Maybe I should. And so then I could just like add it into the set to like not talk about it in rehearsal and be like, I have this other one I'm just going to throw in. And then during the set be like, all right, band, like get off the stage.
I think that's a great idea, by the way. It's a special moment. And that way he's like off stage being like, oh shit.
I rocked.
Shit, I rocked. Yeah, I think that's what you got to do. Do it acoustic because I think that you still should express this stuff. But you don't necessarily need him to participate while you're doing it.
Yeah, don't hold back your greatest work just to make his feelings better.
Right, that's what I was about. Because I was like, I don't want drama, but like, I really like this song I just wrote. And it makes me really fucking pissed. It makes me more pissed at him that I feel like I can't do it because you're there.
No.
This is about you. This is your moment. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Have a separate rehearsal with the guitar player.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know? Fucking do it.
Fucking do it, dude. Honestly, though, you're going to have lots of experiences like this where you are writing songs that are from your life and you're like, should I do this? I think that's kind of what the gig is, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be able to make music. You're going to be able to make art like inspired by these events. So enjoy yourself and have a great set. And I appreciate you calling in.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This made my day.
I'm so glad you have the best night.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.
Toxic slime be gone.
Toxic slime be gone.
Ugh.
But by the way, yeah, that's so classic. And man, I'd love to hear the song in full.
Oh, I just know it rocks.
We had somebody call in and they had a diss track written about them.
Ooh.
And it was called The Carpenter. And we played it and it fucking rocked.
And they were like, I admit, it rocks.
And no, it was, they were like, this is really good. But I like, and we play, and then all the listeners of the show were like, this song fucking
really good.
rocks.
I'm devastated. This is perfect.
I know. And it was an indie musician. And I don't know if that musician is aware that we played it on this show.
They're like, wow, this song's really popping off.
The Spotify went up. It was like, oh shit.
You're welcome.
I know, but it's a complicated thing because I also didn't want to be like I didn't want to reach out to that person to be like, hey, because it's like, then I'm like interfering in callers' lives in a weird way. That's probably
you're enmeshed in it then.
I know. Yeah. I can't get too involved, you know? My cases. I can't get too involved in the case.
My clients.
Let's take one more little call here before we end the show.
Right.
I accidentally said something stupid and my boyfriend's sister hates me. Interesting.
Enough with the boyfriends, everyone. Dump them all.
Dump the boyfriends. Enough with this. Well, I don't think this, by the way, I love giving her that advice because it doesn't sound like her boyfriend's the problem. I said something stupid. You call it and you're like, enough with the boyfriend.
He exists. It's his problem. No, that's
Miles.
Hi.
So I accidentally said something really stupid, and now I'm pretty sure that my boyfriend's sister hates me. And I don't know what to do and if I should address the issue. Please call me back to hear about what I said. It's really dumb. Thank you.
Oh, my.
Did you say all sisters should be dead?
Interesting. Why would she say that? I got to know what she said.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I say dumb stuff literally every day, all the time. And people hated me for that. The hell when they hate me now.
Ugh.
Hello?
Hi, you called Perfect Person, and I'm here to call you back to give you advice. I'm here with Sam Reece of Shitty Craft Club.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
How are you? And I have to know, what was the dumb thing that you said?
We must know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I am in my office, so let me travel. I'm sorry for denying your call a few times, by the way. I thought it was like a claims person or something. You know what I mean?
No worries. Do you have claims people? I mean, we also are interested in you paying that bill, but we'd also would like you to give us your problem.
I have a lot of problems. Okay, well, I do have some medical debt, but the real problem I'll tell you about.
Okay.
So, do you know Jackbox games?
Yes.
With Apple TV where you...
Of course.
Okay,
I'm familiar with Jackbox.
We were having a game night, as we do. We had this silly little game where you had to make up a rap and a rhyme. And I'm like, okay, I can be creative. So I get the words, something that rhymes with fire crotch. So
okay,
I'm making the rhyme up. I'm like, you think you're all that, but you're not. You just have a fire crotch. And I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I did not read the room at all, and I forgot.
She's a redhead.
I forgot that my boyfriend's 9-year-old niece is a ginger. And so his sister's child is a full-on ginger, like red hair. She's beautiful, like freckles. This just really upset my boyfriend's sister. And she was in the room over, and she had asked everyone was laughing. Some people were laughing. Some people were in shock.
Was the 9-year-old in the room?
Was the 9-year-old in the room? She was. How many people were there also?
She was, like maybe 6 or 7.
Okay, so this happens, and you said some people are in shock, and some people are laughing. Who is in shock?
Mainly his sister and her husband were the main ones.
Listen, this is because they have not prepped her yet for the world that is coming for her. That is fire crotch culture.
Fire crotch culture is huge.
Exactly.
But also, like, I don't know that it's like, the 9-year-old obviously doesn't know what this means.
9? She can handle it.
Yeah.
So, like, she just like looks at me, like his sister looks at me and she's like, really? Like, she could not believe I said those words in my funny rap. And like his brother thought it was hilarious. And I just look at the 9-year-old and I'm like, I didn't even think. I must have been subconsciously thinking about that, is what also creeped me out. Because I'm like, why did I say that? But yeah, you're right. It's like ginger culture, fire crotch culture.
It's coming for her.
Total thing.
I think that this is just like everyone needs to take a huge deep breath.
Yes.
And that this does not matter in the grand context at all. I don't even think fire crotch is like offensive.
No, you know what I think probably happened? The parents had a chat. They're like, she's going to find out. People are going to start calling her this pretty soon. Or it just happened at school. Something happened and they're sensitive about it.
Yes,
and
right.
I think what you did was probably very funny. And you weren't telling the 9-year-old that she can eat shit. I don't know.
This was like not even, the 9-year-old
had
wasn't
nothing to do with
playing.
her.
This has nothing to do with her. It would be like,
you're playing to win.
You're playing to win the game. And by the way, did you win the game?
By the way, I won the game, and my boyfriend's younger brother is a SoundCloud rapper, and I beat him.
That's fucking awesome, actually.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. But, why? So she was mad at you. She said, really? Was anything else said to you that was like they're upset?
It wasn't said, but it was felt. Like she gave me kind of cold energy, was kind of giving me a look. So this happened a couple weeks ago, but I was just there this weekend and we were playing Jackbox games again. So, I started panicking. I'm like,
you gotta hit it.
Don't say fire crotch. Don't say fire crotch. Yeah.
Exactly. The whole time I didn't know if I should bring it up again and apologize. And it's still literally, I still think about it and cringe. Like I'm trying to fall asleep and I'm like, oh, why did you say that? But I don't know. But maybe it's not that big of a deal and I'm just reading into it. I
totally get it. I have so many of those moments where right before I go to bed, I think of something that happened in 7th grade that I said, and I'm like, oh my God, why won't it go away? I think you're fine. I think if it really is bothering you, you could have a conversation with the sister and say, I'm sorry that I said that. If it offended you, I'm really sorry. Are we cool?
Yeah, like you could definitely do that. Now, that being said, you definitely didn't do anything wrong.
You don't need to.
You're an adult and you're playing a game with other adults. There's a 9-year-old in the room. I'm like trying to do it. I have a 9-month-old, so I'm trying to be like, if he was 9, would I care? Like, I guess they don't want their child to be like othered. But even though, I don't even think fire crotch is offensive. Maybe it is. Hey, in the comments, if that's a bad word and you have red hair, then I'm sorry. But I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily offensive. I do think that probably you should just be really nice to the 9-year-old and then show like maybe the sister's like.
She may have Googled it later, which is maybe what they were trying to prevent.
Can 9-year-olds use Google?
Yeah, they're smart.
I guess so. Yeah, in this modern day, iPad kids.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes me feel better. I know I couldn't tell if that is like a super. I mean, when I was in middle school, high school, that was offensive, but now I don't know. Is it still offensive?
Depends on the context, right?
Yeah, right.
This was just Jackbox. You're just having fun.
Yeah,
this was not aimed. You weren't staring her dead in the eyes and rapping this, right?
You didn't say this at her.
Oh, absolutely not.
It was just said around her. Also, like, I think that is interesting. Like when I was in middle school, I think that the way that language operates is very different. Like there were curse words and adults didn't really use curse words because that was bad. And like you couldn't be at a workplace and say crap because whatever. I just don't think language is like that anymore.
In middle school, you could also get the wrong thing for lunch and everyone was like, ew, you're gross.
Yeah.
Like it made no sense.
It made no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that you didn't do anything wrong. I totally get the feeling, by the way, if you feel like this pit in your stomach, apologizing, even though you've done nothing wrong, is like, okay. Being like, hey, I'm really sorry I said that the other day. Like, I just wasn't thinking whatever. And the mom may have something that she's like, by the way, I just don't want her to feel othered. And you're like, I totally get that, whatever. And then you're cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I think I missed my opportunity this time to address it, but the next time we play, because we usually do, I think I will, and I'll be like, or make a joke out of it. If we do play that rap game again, I'll be like, oh, hopefully I don't say anything dumb, and then like say to her, quietly, like, I'm sorry, I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah, the funniest thing to do would be to just use it again.
Ultimately, if she had a sense of humor and you did it again, that would be incredible.
It'd be really good.
It sounds like she might not.
She may not have a sense of humor, unfortunately.
I would say don't apologize. Don't say, hopefully I won't do anything dumb, because what you did was
fine.
winner's material.
And you won.
But yeah, I think.
And I won.
And you won.
Right. You just feel like if I made you uncomfortable, I won't do that again.
Yeah.
My bad.
Might be.
Yeah.
And genuinely, I have not said the words fire crotch in probably 10 years. So I don't know why I said it then. That is what I was like, what's wrong? But it went with the rap so well. I can't even remember the rest of the rap. It was just such a fire bar. It had to be said. Okay?
It had to be said. You did the right thing and you won the game for it. But don't stay up late at night worrying about this anymore because you're fine. You're okay. You did everything okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. You know what? I'm cured. Thank you so much.
All right. You're the
so
best.
welcome.
Thank you so much for calling in and you have the best evening.
Thanks, Miles.
All right. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. That's so funny.
That is so funny.
I do get the feeling of being like, did I say the fucking wrong thing?
Absolutely. You're just like every time you're around that person, you're just so nervous they fucking hate your guts.
Yeah, they fucking hate your guts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, my lovely wife Sarah often will wake me up and be like, did I say the wrong thing at dinner 10 months ago or whatever? I'll be like, no, it's okay.
Absolutely. All the time. Oh, shit.
Does that person from middle school remember me
and
wrong?
that's an ad for anxiety.
That's absolutely an ad for anxiety. I like a Jackbox game. Well, that was our final call, and we have one final segment before the end of the show.
Okay.
And it's a segment we like to call Get Real.
Get real. It's so real. Yeah.
This is a segment where we force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves.
Okay. And this music plays the whole time.
Music plays the whole
Great.
time. But thank you for doing the show. It's an absolute delight.
Me.
I guess what is something for this final segment where we get real? What is something that is like a goal for you that is like not necessarily career-wise or like what is the life that you want to live in 20 years? Where do you want to be and how do you want to feel?
Okay. I talk about this a lot with my friends because I'm big on chosen family and community. And I feel like the way we all live separately, it sucks.
Yeah, totally.
And I think in 20 years, like I love that you have your studio in your friend's yard. Like that's so
nice.
cool
Yeah.
and supportive. And yeah.
And
In 20 years, I really would love like me and my friends to basically have a commune and just make art together and like hang out and grow food and starting over. But yeah, I just like value community so much and I just want to be like making art with my friends and I want us to all live near each other and like I don't necessarily want kids right now, but like when my friends have kids, I want to be there for them and help them and it sounds so nice.
No, I totally get that. The commune dream is one I really have a lot. And I think there was some article that just came out that I saw the headline of and didn't read, but somehow I absorbed all the knowledge. But it was about how like, it was essentially somebody being like, you're one of the main like things about happiness or whatever. They did these studies and just like people that live near their core group of friends, it just makes you a happier person.
Yes.
And we have a tendency, I think maybe because of capitalism, the way that jobs are in cities and stuff, that people move everywhere away from these people that matter to them. And they were just like, no, people are just happier when they're around their chosen family. And I don't know. I don't know what the solution is because it's like impossible to buy a fucking house in Los Angeles. It's so expensive.
Totally. And I think the small ways that we can do that without buying a house with a back house and a front house or a lot at a commune in Montana or whatever, is just spending time together when there's no plan, right? Like let's run errands together. Let's
so nice.
just get together in our pajamas and just like lay around and order food and hang out. Kind of like when we were little. It's like, can I come over and hang? Like there's no plan. We're not writing anything. We're not doing anything.
I love that.
And that is special to do on a small scale, a consistent scale.
I think that's really important to not have a plan is something I don't do as often.
Virgo.
Because I am in busy culture.
Hustle butter.
Hustle butter. Hustle. By the way, you can buy Sam's Hustle butter at books.com. Hustle butter is
It is
honestly,
something I actually own. It's for tattoos.
It's so fun. It's called hustle butter.
It's called hustle butter, unfortunately.
That fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. The no plan
Community.
mentality. I love that.
Yeah.
Sam, thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you so much. This was so fun.
Thank you for doing it. I really appreciate it. And people can check out you at Shitty Craft Club.
Yeah, on TikTok and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And on Instagram is where I post all my events.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And then your book is at books.com or
Or any bookstore, bookshop.org.
nice.
I mean, you can do Amazon if you want to.
You can do Amazon.
Yeah, wherever you buy your books should
That's
be
awesome.
there. And if not, cause a scene.
Cause a literal scene in your bookstore.
Thank you.
Where the fuck is this book?
Make hell.
Make hell.
Raise hell.
Raise hell.
Make noise, raise hell. Raise hell.
Honestly, make hell. Craft.
Craft.
Craft is make hell. Sam, thank you for doing the show. And to everyone out there, if you're having a conundrum and you're worried that it could be so big that it could be bigger than the universe, just remember that no matter where you are, who you are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a Headgum podcast.